Good morning. So we woke up around 4 a.m. and we are out finally at Olympic National Park. We grabbed some donuts just to make the drive a little smoother. I'm gonna go take a quick little walk on the beach before we go start trail. One thing I love about Olympic National Park is that there's access to the forested area, and then so close you can just access the beach, which is pretty awesome. All right, so we made it to the trailhead. It's surprisingly empty, which I don't know if I've ever experienced in Washington. My thoughts are because it is a Friday morning. Also, don't mind the do-rag, gotta stay looking fresh. But we are just finishing up packing before we head out, getting everything situated in terms of gear, food. Have my shoes, and then I can't forget some treats I'm bringing with me. So these are some donuts for the trail. We are about 3 miles in, just got to the river area. Now we have some interesting trail ahead of us. Take a look. Gotta be careful for this little area down here. We got a nice little rope climb. Oh, Joe May just made that look easy. Guess it's my turn now. Do I need the rope? Water looks so nice.
There's a turtle down there, and there's a merganser. Or maybe that's another merganser actually
Good
under the water.
eye. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, two mergansers. Sick, dude.
A turtle.
I thought it was a turtle, but it was like the duck underwater with his legs.
Trail is definitely getting a little more primitive, I think is what it's called. Been quite a bit of bushwhacking, not too many blowdowns or anything, but just like stuff like this. Kind of just gotta dodge and weave through some branches, you know. We just finished up a little break. We are at, what's it called? 15 mile something.
Emergency shelter.
This is the emergency shelter right here, right here. I don't know if you can read that, probably not, but just had a nice little break. Now we're gonna carry on, make our way to camp the next few miles.
Oh, two things. One, let's appreciate how huge these trees are everywhere. And two, check out this chicken of the woods.
Oh, man. Wow. Beautiful find. Oh my goodness, look at that. Okay, here's a different POV. Here is the shelter we were just hanging out in for about 30 minutes. Just hanging out right here. All this chicken of the woods. Beautiful. Wow. How beautiful. All right, close to a mile left until we get to camp for the night. This is the perfect place to stop and fill up and make that final push. So my watch has me tracked at 21 miles, and it looks like up ahead we have camp, which is great to see because it's about 8 o'clock, getting kind of dark. Perfect timing. Trail's definitely been a bit more overgrown last few miles, kind of like this, so a bit bit of bushwhacking. Another shelter. Cool, cool. Looks like this must be our camp for the night. Nice little stream down there. Cool. What a day.
Good morning, Nisha.
Good morning, good morning. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, good.
Great. You sleep okay?
I slept okay, not the best. Had better nights, but I think it feels cold and nice right now, so hoping to get in some miles, and it's gonna be a long day, but
Yeah. How are you feeling about this trail right now?
it's definitely a lot of overgrown plants and bushes out here, so it's definitely a little more rough, but we'll make it through. It's nice to have poles to kind of push my way through.
Straight up.
Yeah.
All right. Cheers.
All right, cheers.
Let's go. Look at those shelves. Holy cow. Already droopy, but I think some of these could be good. Something's chewed on these. Look at this.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that chicken, dude. So if you've watched our other videos, you might have seen chicken of the woods before, or if you follow us on social or anything like that. Basically, it's I think the scientific name is like Laetoporus sulphurus or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you know the taxonomy, it could be different, you know, subspecies to subspecies. But if you know the taxonomy, drop it in the comments. But anyway, yeah, it's this polypore mushroom like a conch. It's like no gills, just pores. They're so small, you can't even see them. But it's just fascinating because it's like this orange candy corn kind of color. Unfortunately, we're probably not gonna. We probably won't harvest any, right? Because it's so far to hike. Or
Yeah. Probably not this, but it's a beautiful find, for sure.
Yeah, it's a really cool find. It looks like unreal, and if you honestly, once you identify it, then you'll notice it. You would think that you would identify like a super orange mushroom in the middle of the woods, but I feel like a lot of people walk by it, and it's freaking awesome. It's also time for second breakfast, if you're into hobbits, or 11sies. It's 10:32, not quite tea time, but 11sies are second breakfast. What are we eating?
I'm trying to decide here between some mandarin oranges, and I believe these are pears. Nice juicy treat, a little dehydrated, so it'll be a good snack.
Good choices. I'm rocking an apple fritter from Twister's Donuts in Olympia that we visited on the way through. So Twisters, if you're watching this, if you're the person who rang us up, who said they didn't have coffee at 6 a.m. at a donut shop, if you're watching this Twister's Donut apple fritter's for you. But seriously, who doesn't serve coffee at 6 a.m. at a donut shop? That's why you exist. Anyway. These are pretty good. Kind of like, what are those things called? Takis? Takis.
And my delicious apple fritter. Mondo size. Pretty yummy. Packs in really nicely.
Okay, so it's about 3:45. We've only hiked maybe like 15 miles. Well, according to my watch. Tanisha's watch probably says a little bit longer. But according to mine, we've only hiked around 15 miles. But we gained like 5,000 feet and only dropped like 1,600 feet. So 5,000 feet, 15 miles, that's average gain of about 300 feet per mile, which isn't like that steep. But cumulatively, it takes a toll. So we're a little tired. It's been hot today. In any case, we finally made it to the top of this pass. High Divide, Seven Lakes Basin. If you've watched the videos before, you will have seen this, but the last time we were here was about a month ago, so it's a little bit different. It's a lot hotter, a lot sunnier than the last time when it was overcast, and we're also not doing this loop as a day hike. We're about to cut off down to Hoe Lake, and we're doing it as a 65-mile backpack or whatever, but not a bad climb, Hanish.
Yeah, it's beautiful right now. It's nice to see the fall colors compared to when we were here last, when there were a lot more wildflowers, so yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, less flowers, but more fall colors. Anyway, enough talk. You're here for lakes. Yeah, enough talk. Less talk, more mountains. Mountains, please. Is the mountain out? Look at all these tadpoles. Oh my goodness. Now look at all these little frogs.
Oh my gosh.
See ya. Scaly chanterelle or woolly chanterelle. Look at how big this thing is. So I'm 5'9" for scale. This side's a little bigger. Wow, dude. You gotta be at least like what? 1,500 years old? Maybe a couple thousand? Maybe I'm wrong. Anyone who's an expert on old growth, presumably deeper, whatever that was, let me know how old you think that was, because that thing was huge, dude.